TML Morning Update. War puts India Goldilocks dream on ice. Global markets. US markets ended lower on Friday as rising oil prices and uncertainty around the Iran war weighed on sentiment. The S&P 500 fell 0.61% to 6,632.19. The Nasdaq Composite declined 0.93% to 22,105.36. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average slipped 0.26% to 46,558.47. US equities declined as escalating tensions in the Iran war and the continued disruption of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz pushed oil prices sharply higher, raising concerns over global supply disruptions. Crude surged with West Texas Intermediate crude nearing $99 per barrel and Brent crude climbing above $100 for the first time since 2022. Rising energy prices have heightened fears of a stagflationary environment, prompting markets to scale back expectations of interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve. As a result, major indices including the S&P 500 extended their weekly losses amid weakening investor sentiment. European stocks ended lower, with the Stoxx Europe 600 down 0.5% as Middle East tensions weighed on sentiment, while Deutsche Bank slipped after disclosing $30 billion private credit exposure. Domestic market. Indian equity indices ended on a negative note on March 13th. At close, the Sensex was down 1.08% at 76,034 and Nifty was down 0.95% at 23,639. GIFT Nifty trades higher by 165.5 points at 23,368.5, signaling a positive start to the trading session. The ongoing Iran-West Asia conflict may disrupt India's fertilizer production and supply within a month if tensions persist, although current stocks remain adequate. India currently has about 6.2 million tons of urea in stock, at least 1 million tons higher than last year, while fertilizer companies have placed import orders for around 1.35 million tons expected by the end of March. Stocks of diammonium phosphate stand at about 2.5 million tons, double last year's level, while overall nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium inventories are at a record 5.6 million tons compared with 3.1 million tons a year earlier. However, domestic urea production may temporarily decline to about 1.7 million tons this month due to annual maintenance shutdowns at some plants, compared with an average monthly output of around 2.5 million tons. To ensure adequate feedstock, state-owned GAIL will source liquefied natural gas from the spot market from countries such as Australia, Russia and the United States starting March 17th. Meanwhile, the government is monitoring fertilizer sales across more than 650 districts to prevent panic buying and ensure smooth distribution, even as the PM Pranam scheme to reduce chemical fertilizer use has seen limited progress so far. Focus for the day: India WPI inflation, US industrial production, key corporate development/policy actions. JSW Steel launched a coking coal mining project in Mozambique with 850 million tons of reserves, could produce 250 million tons of saleable coal to secure raw material supply and support its 50 million tons per annum capacity goal by 2030. Voltas said GST authorities inspected its Mumbai office on March 12th regarding Maharashtra records with no impact on operations. Head Digital Gyan Shankar Pandey resigned effective March 13th. Indigo introduced a new fuel charge effective March 14th due to rising fuel costs from the West Asia conflict, charging domestic passengers 425 rupees per ticket and international travelers varying amounts up to 2,300 rupees depending on the route. Tata Motors has won cumulative orders of over 5,000 buses and bus chassis from multiple state transport undertakings across India, reaffirming its position as the country's most preferred mass mobility partner. Fund flow. FII sold shares worth 107.17 billion rupees, while DII bought for 99.78 billion rupees.
Investment in securities markets are subjected to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.